Hello there, young sentence architects, and welcome back. Remember at the end of class number 1 when I asked you if you like commercials? If you're like most people I know, chances are there are at least a couple of commercials that stand out in your memory, whether from childhood or from just yesterday. There might be one commercial you love, a commercial you and your friends find yourself quoting or referring to in casual conversation at lunch or in the hallway in passing periods, or maybe one you and your family are so annoyed by that you would change the channel in the middle of a double overtime NBA playoff game number 7 with the Spurs. The commercials we see on television today have one main goal, right? And what's that? Mainly to advertise, to sell a product. But commercials don't get 30 minutes or hour time slots like the other things we see on TV, right? They are typically very short. And we, the viewers or the consumers, are typically very busy, aren't we? Not to mention our short attention spans. So commercials are faced with a unique challenge. They must not only be able to grab the attention of the scatterbrained viewer, but also be able to hold that attention, at least long enough to tell you why you should buy Doritos or Dove soap. Commercials must entertain and inform, and usually in no more than 30 seconds. So before we jump into our commercial-inspired writing exercise, I thought it might be nice to put on some metaphorical ankle weights. You know how athletes and runners use ankle weights for a while, and then they take off the ankle weights, and then suddenly they're lighter and faster than ever? Ankle weights are magical, for lack of a better word. So let's try our own. Young sentence architects, meet your ankle weights. The 6-word story, or the original short story. Does the name Ernest Hemingway sound familiar to you? Yes, no, maybe? Well, a long time ago, Ernest Hemingway was hanging out with all of his fellow writer friends, drinking coffee, sipping tea, and they all bet him that he couldn't write a complete story in just 6 words, and they paid up. Hemingway is said to have considered it his best work, in fact, and now it's gained popularity and people all over the nation are doing it. Literary magazines feature 6-word stories. Curious as to what Hemingway's 6-word story was? His 6-word story read, "For sale, baby shoes, never worn." So let's take a look at some other examples of the 6-word story before we set out on writing our own, okay? I'm just going to sort of zoom through these, and sometimes I'll read the author and sometimes I won't. You guys can refer back to it and rewind if you want to check it out. Failed SAT, lost scholarship, invented rocket. Computer, did we bring batteries? Computer? A little irony there, right? Automobile warranty expires, so does engine. And that was Stan Lee. Sort of like Murphy's Law, right? Wasted day, wasted life. Dessert, please. We kissed. She melted. Mop, please. You can use the please formula if you want to. Experiment, really experiment. Living in existential vacuum. It sucks. There's a little wordplay, right? It's behind you. Hurry before it. Okay, so there it was cut off, right? From torched skyscrapers, men grew wings. It's a little serious, right? More metaphorical. Machine! Unexpectedly, I had invented a time. So that one's a little ironic, right? In that it was a time machine and they moved the last part of the sentence to the front of the sentence. Whirl! Help! I'm caught in a time. Same sort of irony there with moving the words around. Easy! Just touch the match to... And so there you get that cut off again, right, where the sentence cuts off, and those writers seem to be using that incomplete sentence as an approach to humor, right? And do you think it's effective? If so, give it a go in some of your own. Here's another one. Epitaph. He shouldn't have fed it. Batman sues Bat Signal, demands trademark royalties. Nevertheless, he tried a 3rd time. Thought I was right. I wasn't. Short, simple, to the point, still a story. Bang postponed. Not big enough. Reboot. Will this do? Lazy writer asked. Commas. See, add, like, nada, okay? Corpse parts missing. Doctor buys yacht. Right, so implications. Facebook has ruined my entire life. Can you relate? Dinosaurs return. Want their oil back. Steve ignores editor's word limit, and now write your own.